J3 here, and you're probably wondering what class you guys want to play going into Endwalker. Came here checking who's going to be the top DPS. You came to the wrong place, alright? This tier list, I'm going to be ranking them upon how fun they're going to be. Don't get me wrong, DPS is somewhat important, but from my experience going from patch to patch, expansion to expansion, flavor of the month kind of thing, there are going to be classes that are going to outshine other classes with their kit, depending on how they get buffed. So all in all, I think you guys should just pick one due to their gameplay and or looks. I also want to mention that I stream on Twitch every late PM at just at 3. Alright, let's get started. Now, let's go start with the tanks. First off, we're gonna go with Gunbreaker. Easily S rank. Holy crap. If you want to play DPS, but you want to tank at the same time and carry your team, this is the class for you. The only problem I have with Gunbreaker is that they have a pretty small weapon, and a lot of their weapons are kind of small. I wish it was a little bigger. Not Claymore big, but a little bit bigger. They have a lot of off globals that can make you feel like a DPS, which I really enjoy. They have a heal over time that you could use on yourself and for others, which can help. Dark Knight. Yeah. I'm gonna put it in B tier. I didn't really have that much fun playing it. It didn't make me feel as much as Hero or Warrior of Light as much as Gunbreaker did. But you do get a really cool doppelganger that can help you out. If you want that edge, cool weapon, I think out of all 4 tanks, the Dark Knight has the coolest weapon due to a Claymore, just because you look as cool as Clouds. Clouds was one of my faves. I think this would be a good class for you to try it out. The damage part is pretty easy to pick up and learn, so I think this is going to be a good one for you guys to play. Paladin. C tier. Now let me explain why. It's a sword and shield. It makes you feel safe. They have really good mitigation, but the thing is, they cast way too damn much. When you go into your DPS phase, you're going to have to cast Requiescat. You gotta spam your ability and keep casting until you're at an MP. And then you go back to your 1-2-3 combo. And that's pretty much it. I mean, they have a really good heal, which is nice, but honestly, that's for the healers. It can help. You can pretty much solo some stuff. But honestly, the class doesn't feel that fun to me. Warrior. A tier. The tanks. A tier tanks. I like Warrior because when you do inner release, oh my goodness, you just go off. You just spam fail click, fail click, fail click. Yeah, the DPS is pretty simple, but it feels so good just hearing that sound grinding into the enemy. It's such a satisfying feeling that no other tank can do. Not even Gunbreaker feels that good when you do a fail cleave, alright? They have pretty good self-heal, so I would suggest doing this if you want pretty good heals. And then their Steel Cyclone, really fun skill as well, is also from the Fury bar. All in all, pretty solid tank. Pretty fun. Now we're gonna go with the healers. Now, if it wasn't for my friend, shout out to you, I would have put Scholar way lower. But now that I play Scholar almost like every day, especially for faster Q times, I'm gonna put this in the S tier. Now here's why I put it in S tier, okay? First, they got a pet, help you out with healing. I can be a little lazy sometimes, alright? Most of the time, I want to DPS more, so I'm gonna have my Aether Flow do most of the healing. You got the X-Cog, you got the Lustrate, you got the Indomitability. You have so many things that can help you heal off global cooldown while you DPS. And you have all these Aether Flows to help you out. Yeah, you only have 3, so you have to be a little bit smart with it. And then you got a Seraph that will help you out during the heals, okay? And then you get your usual DPS, Broil, and then your Alokia. Yeah, it's cool. The shield is nice. Not as much throughput as the other 2 that I'm about to mention, but I think it does enough healing for you and the party. White Mage. Ooh. Now this was one of my favorite healers, but I think I'm gonna put it in A tier. Okay, it doesn't have the complexity as Scholar. Very easy class to play. You build up your lilies and you can go for a big damaging move. I think they are one of the top DPS for the healers, but I mean, again, that doesn't really matter. They're very. I think the fact that they're so simple to play has made them a really good class to even pick up. And if you want to get into healing, if you really want to get into healing, I think White Mage is the way to go. You have so many off global cooldowns. You got Asylum, you got latest Rapture. Divine Benison is one of my favorite skills that you wanna if you wanna shield up your tank pre pull. Benediction is probably the best skill that they have that can heal up anyone from 1 to full. Also helps out if you have like a Dark Knight as your tank, so you can get that Living Dead quicker than any other healer. Astrologian. I'm gonna put this. Ooh, this is tough. This is tough. I'm gonna put this in the. I'll put this in the A tier. I can't. I'm gonna put it behind White Mage though. If you want more complexity, if I think this is probably the most complex healer, but it is fun if you can do it well because they can shield and they can regen. So they have pretty much have the best of both worlds. Pre-Endwalker. I don't know if they're gonna change when that comes, but the cards and tossing it onto people every 30 seconds or so, such great. Really keeps you on your feet. The fact that they have low cast time is really good on their damage ability. It really makes the other two healers feel kind of slow compared to Astrologian. Astrologian, you're always moving. You can always move. The Earthly Star is a little awkward at first, probably why I placed it a little bit lower, but it's a very strong heal. But I think Astrologian is pretty fun. So out of the 3 healers, TLDR, you want to do White Mage if you want a easy introduction into it. Intermediate, I'd probably say Scholar. You want like a shield healer, and then Astrologian if you want if those 2 heals too easy for you and you want something really hard, Astrologian is the way. Are we gonna move into the melee? Ninja. I'm gonna put it right here. I gotta move this too. In terms of fun, it's close to S. All right, but the thing is, I haven't played this enough where I might say it could be S tier. They've gone a long way of making this class. I remember when Mudras used to be so annoying, especially with the ping. Pretty ping reliant class, because if you do the Mudras wrong, you can get this bunny over your head, mess up. But all in all, if you want to be the best whole cage, okay, Mudras are pretty satisfying to pull off. They made it a lot more fluid. They have a lot of off global cooldowns, but not as much as the other 3 that I'm about to mention. Everyone's gonna love you for Trick Attack. Trick Attacks to be pretty easy to use now. You only need to pay attention to 2 things, which is pretty much your damage over time, your dot, and then your Huton, which you're gonna see on the side. And then depending on the situation, you're gonna do different mudras for AoE, single target. And amongst the 4 melees, in my opinion, probably the most complex melee class. I think this is the way to go if you want something like that. Monk. I'm gonna put this in the low B tier. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in the low B tier. They changed a lot of stuff. I really liked how they took off Grease Lightning. But the fact of the matter is that when you go into perfect balance and you want to do certain moves, you can't really, like if you want to do Jacket Boot Shine, Boot Shine, because that's where you're gonna get most of your damage. When you see Twin Snakes coming off of you and it's about to go down, you gotta reapply it. You're gonna lose a lot of damage. Or if you have to do your dot, you have to play your dot. Fists of Earth, Fists of Fire, they're all cool and stuff to mitigate and whatnot. Brotherhood is really great for the party. But the class itself does not feel fun because I feel like I had to rotate between one combo to the other, and I always have to keep paying attention to Twin Snakes, which I feel like is so short. I have no idea why it feels short. But other than that, I like the off global. When you get the 5 chakra, then you unleash that powerful move. Pretty fun. I think this is an intermediate class. out of the melees. And if you want something fast, I think this is one of the faster melees to go. But you can get skill speed to go faster for all of them. But in my opinion, this one feels pretty fast. Dragoon. Ooh. Dragoon. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it high B. High B. I used to main Dragoon. It was pretty fun back then. But the fact that you have to target somebody, tether, for more damage, is annoying to me. Sorry, but that's how I roll. So if it autos to like your a melee user or whatever, yeah, it just takes a few clicks, but it's a little tedious for me. You know what I mean? And it kind of sucks the fun away from me. Other than that, you just alternate the combo while doing Blood of the Dragon. It's pretty satisfying to. The jumps can kill you, so you have to pay attention to that. But other than that, I think this class is pretty fun. Samurai. Hoo hoo. Ah man, this is my all-time favorite class. I don't even know if I'm gonna go Reaper. Samurai. Samurai just feels so good to me. Samurai, oh my goodness. First off, it has a reeb stick, whatever you want to call it, katana, sword, whatever. They probably get shit talked on, but the thing is, they look to me it looks so cool. I love this class. I remember before it even came out, I wanted to play the class because of how it looked. And then I wanted to get really good with it. I honestly was really bad at it at first. Anyways, it has so many off-global cooldowns. You gotta look at your Kenki bar, and every time, if you try when you try to manage your Kenki bar even better, right? You can do even more damage from your Shinten or your Kyoten, right? And all these off-global cooldowns you gotta be paying attention to. Midari Setsugeka from Get to Good Tensho from my last video. Oh my god, it's such a satisfying feeling to get that off. It's probably how black mages feel when they get a big burst off the fire forward. Oh man, this is a class I would highly recommend. Out of the four, from easiest to hardest, Samurai is the easiest. Dragoon, second easiest. Intermediate, Monk. Ninja would be the hardest. Now we got physical ranged. First off, we're gonna start out with Dancer. Probably one of the easier classes, but I'm gonna put it at C. Now hear me out. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. It's one of the easier classes. I like easy classes. I do have two of them up top. But the thing is that when it comes to Dancer, you do your dance partner and all. Most of the stuff is you watch the proc on your bar, you watch the proc, and then you just do it. I don't like waiting for that proc. I don't like waiting for that proc and telling me what to do. I like knowing how flexible I can be. I know this class has gotten a lot of love, and most of the people that I know did enjoy it. But that's just how I feel about that class. Oh, we got Bard. Bard. Oh man, I'm gonna low B. Low B. It's kind of similar to the dancer, but I say it's a little bit more fun because when you activate a song, you'll know what's gonna be coming. Like you're gonna get either more bloodletters or you're gonna get more a wanderer's minuet, depending on which song that you play. Depending on that song that you play, you have to be pressing that button. But that's also pours into that RNG aspect. They're a decent class. They're pretty fun. Hopefully, they change them up in Endwalker some more. I think it was my first class that I raided with back in 2.0, and the fact they can move around and how all their weapons, all their relic weapons, all their skins look great. This is a pretty decent class to try it out and play. Machinist. Low A tier. You want to summon Iron Man? This is the one. Okay. They have a pretty fun rotation out of all of their physical range. Wildfire is a great feeling. You wanna when I put in a wildfire, you wanna dump as much stuff into it as possible so you can get biggest burst, biggest damage. Such a satisfying feeling. A flamethrower during that rotation, and if you wanna feel like a pyromaniac, I think this is one of the ones you could try it out. But if you want a physical range that's mobile, out of the three, I would highly recommend Machinist. But if you want something a little bit more easier, I would go Dancer, Intermediate Bard, and then Machinist would be my top most fun one to use. Now we're gonna move on to the casters. Black Mage. Biggest D damage out of the casters. I'm gonna put it right here. I don't know how people can say this is an easy class. I do not have an easy time playing this class. The fact that you have to do your Notion and then do your Fire 4, keep your Astrals up. Yeah, it just doesn't click with me, and I turn it into a turret. Yoshi P is gonna hate me, dude. He is gonna he is gonna dislike this video. I know he plays this class and all, but I just can't fly with this class. Maybe because I don't like casters. I don't know, but I have played healer. The thing is that every time I drop a Notion, I just hate myself for it because I can't do the Fire 4s. I can't be cool, and I can't do the specific moves that's under the Notion buff. I've tried so many times where I was like in a raid and I had to move, and I didn't want to move because my lane lines was there. You know? My lane line, I don't want to move away from my lane lines. And now I scooted over a little, and if I ever came off that, I feel like I wasted the cooldown. So I just can't do this class. Red Mage. Put it right. I'm gonna put it right here. Mid B. I don't think it's that bad. This class feels like a 1-2 kind of thing. 1-2 as in you have to do the dual cast, right? The dual cast does feel pretty good, but when you're going into the next cast, you pretty much have to like hard cast it, and then the next cast gets really quick, which is really nice. Honestly, it is pretty nice. But the thing about Red Mage is that I don't feel the fun. I don't know what doesn't make it fun. I do enjoy the dual cast, but it doesn't, like, rather than this, I would rather play like, I don't know, I would rather just try doing Black Mage. Now Summoner. Holy crap. It's easily top A tier. I might even put it S, but it's so close, especially with Ninja. After playing it, Pre-Endwalker, casting. People who really know me, I hate casting. But the fact that you can stay mobile while activating your pet stuff, you can summon Bahamut. Bahamut himself on your team, man. Dude, Bahamut is one of my favorite summons because you can summon him whenever you want, and you can just do damage with him, and then you summon a Phoenix. Holy! When you go into Phoenix mode, all right, you alternate the abilities. You go Fire Breath, and you see your Phoenix shooting. Then you shoot your fire. He shoots his fire. Holy crap! Blue Mage. If Blue Mage, alright, if Blue Mage was an actual class, I think it'd be pretty damn broken. But the thing is that they're so OP that they're probably not gonna make it a class for you to play the game. They can pretty much heal, tank, and DPS all in one class. But all in all, I think this is just a class just for fun, just to collect skills, and they have a mouse. I should get it. Stuff. If you collect all the skills and complete the certain raids. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, this is just my opinion. I probably need to practice certain classes a little bit more to see its full potential. Let me know in the comments below what class I should try it out, in case you don't think I was fair on what I said. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. See you guys later.